What up, chat? Why is my Droid cam not working? One moment, please. Let me check my... It's showing up. Hold on. Classic chat. I gotta change the IP on this. See if that does it. Hey, let's go. And it messes up because the new iPhones have the camera button on the side. Oh my gosh, did it seriously? Classic. Alright, I gotta not hit the camera button when I plug it into the thing. There we go. We Gucci. Woo! Oh my gosh, I'm getting all sweaty. I gotta turn my fan on. It's hot, chat. It's hot! Alright. So I fly out. I leave tomorrow. Heading to Austin. Austin is the very first city I did with Trading Card Con last year. And so it'll be nice to be back at a new venue because last year's venue was tough. Anyone who went to, at the time called PokeCon, Trading Card Con Austin last year, man, I was like outside in a tent and boy, was it hot. Boy, was it hot. It was toasty. So I bought a collection of vintage. It's not anything crazy. It's a nice handful of stuff, including a gold star somewhere. There it is. Look at this, chat. The thing is, it's I guess I would say it's damaged. I'll show you guys. English Gold Star Alakazam. It's got some creases here on the side. You can see there's 3. There's like PSA 2. Actually, I don't even know what it would get. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys. So it's like crease. The hollow looks really good. Look at the clean hollow, right? And then the back, you know, you can kind of see the creases coming through there and there. I mean, but all in all, I mean, there's a little bit of whitening. You've got whitening on the corners. But the front looks like a great binder copy. Really great binder copy. So there's our gold star. But I circled the creases, so whoever's interested can see them and make sure that they see them. So we're going to be pricing out this stack of vintage stuff, and then I'm probably going to be repricing all my other stuff because it's been a month since I've done a show, which means the price tickets are like 7 weeks. No, not 7 weeks. 5 weeks. Probably out of date. So, yeah. Probably good to go through and reprice them. I already went through and looked at them, and I put the condition on the corner so that I know what price point to look at as we kind of look these prices up. Alright, how did I want to do this? Because I want to show... Because what I'll do is I'll just pull up the desktop version of Collector, because that's what we'll use to price everything out. Let me see. Dang, they updated their website. Okay, here we go. So if I update, sorry chat, one sec. Chrome window. Here we go. So we just do this. Let me make myself smaller so I don't take up as much space. Here, we'll put me right here. We'll put me right here. And then let me add in the desk camera. So we can take this, come over here, go to this, add this, zoom in, right? So like if this is the card we're looking at, and then we go, boop. Look at me, guys. Absolute streamer. Absolute streaming professional. All right. We've got Gardevoir. You can if you've got the mobile app, you can also use the scanner. But I like to use the desktop app because I'm weird like that. All right, so we've got the Gardevoir level X. So we do have to add it. Whoops. Let me create a new portfolio. Pricing. Did that not work? Hold on, let me refresh. Because I think I have to add it to a portfolio before I can change. Not that. There we go. Okay. So we'll add it, and then we can change the condition. Can't we? Maybe not. Ah, here we go. LP 96. Let me get my price stickers, chat. I did. So Pleasant said, "Sup, Coop? That was probably not an easy video yesterday. I hope you got good food." I did, and honestly, like, I think everyone's on the same page, and I think it's what I feared was going to happen as I got more and more popular, was that it was going to just turn into meet and greets, and the content itself would suffer. So yeah, a lot to think about. But I do appreciate all the feedback everyone's given. All right, so we'll just say 100. We'll round up. Oh crap! I forgot to write LP. LP. All right. Gardevoir V. This was Champion's Path, right? Maybe. Let's see. Oh no, yeah. Hold on, that's not that one. Here it is. Champion's Path. I was right. $5. $5 whole, chat. Making the big bucks. Vans has been a member for 10 months in a row on YouTube. Vans, thank you so much. Appreciate that support. They just said, "Coop!" with a bunch of waves. Sweaty Booger has been a member for 23 months on YouTube. 23 months. 1 month away from 2 years in a row. 23 months in a row right now. He said, "Hope you and the fam are doing well." Sweaty, thanks so much, man. Yogi, thanks so much for the sub over on Twitch. 10 months in a row. Crazy. Appreciate you guys. All right. How do we price this Alakazam, chat? What do you think? I don't know if there's a good way. I mean, let me see. I mean, we say damaged, right? It's either, or do we say highly played? HP is $900. Mods 1100. Damage is 6. I don't know if I'd call it damage though. I mean, yeah, there's like the small creases, but I'm leaning like heavy play. This is one of those cards like you're gonna have to go back and forth with a buyer on whatever they're comfortable with. I'm gonna put $1,000 on it. We'll see what happens. Boop. Mewtwo X. Mods in chat, rip. Behave yourselves. Alright, we've got Mewtwo level X. $115. If I don't have a condition on the corner, it should be near mint. So that's what I'm assuming. Because I bought, so the guy who I bought these from, he sent me all of them to look over, and I went through and conditioned them all to give him an offer based off of the market pricing. Oh, spelled Typhlosion wrong. Typhlosion. This one's mod play. What are my plans for 2027? I don't know, man. Keep on keeping on, I guess. Probably travel less. Mod play. Really? That's the difference? I would ideally love to do content where I don't have to travel to make the content. As my son continues to get older, I think the traveling is going to be a lot tougher once he's very cognizant of me being gone. Right now, he's only 16 months, so he doesn't really know that I'm gone. I think once he does, it's going to be difficult to be gone as much as I have been this year. So travel less, make new content, do more local shows. Keep on keeping on. Keep having fun. Chino Bizarro has been a member for 14 months in a row on YouTube. I'm in my teen subscription months. Well, don't start rebelling then. The rebellious teen phase. All right. Dialga X, $90. Darkrai. That one's cool. I like the old level X's. Maybe this Darkrai will have like shot up because of the new set coming out. It is up. Look at it. It's up 189%. You love to see it. That'll do it. It's so funny when new sets come out with like a core Pokemon, how like older cards of that Pokemon start to go up. All right, we got just a base set Mewtwo. Number 10. The one good thing I really like about Collector is that you can type in the set number. You can't do that on TCG Player. All right, LP. We'll just say 60 bucks. Vintage prices are crazy, man. $60, that's wild. I have 2 of those. Wrong Darkrai? Oh, really? Was I looking at the wrong one? Hold on. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh. Oh, you're right. I was looking at the wrong one. Crap. All right, this is nothing. It's 85, not 185. Thank you. Chat saving my bacon. Look at this Whalreen. That's pretty sweet. $65. Oh, wait. LP. Hold on. $55. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. It makes me, it's Shmo Yoho. You guys remember them? That's what I was singing. They did all the Songify stuff. Politoed. Coop scamming like always. I mean, the S in Coop's collection stands for scammer. Didn't you know that? It was right there in the name the whole time. All right, mod play. $180. I gotta remember to write the condition on the actual sticker. I think I forgot to do that on a few of them. Another Whalreen. Different artwork, though. Make sure I spell it right, though. All right, this one has like a small crease on it that I circled there. Dang, otherwise it looks really good. Otherwise it looks really good. Well, near mint's only 50 bucks, so I'll put it at like 35. I'll say MP and just say like 35 bucks. Ooh, Latias EX. This one's also got like a little crease up here. It's so annoying when like the rest of the card looks so good and there's just that, I mean, I was gonna say one little issue, but it's not like a little issue. That's bad. It's bad. I'll say mod play. Wait, did that change? Hold on. 120. And the price sticker is gonna cover. I'm gonna have to put the price sticker a little to the right so that we don't cover that up. Ooh, look at this Mew. Ooh, that's gorgeous. All right, Mew EX. Should have typed in the set number. What is it? Oh, I can't see. I'm losing my vision. 100. Oh, wow. 512 for near mint. Oops, not graded. 435. I love this for Alligator. Reverse stamped Dragon Frontiers. I have a signed Japanese copy of this by Cookie Saito, who's the artist. Look at that. Ooh, doggy. It's a nice one. Herboa, how are you doing? For Alligator. Two. Reverse stamped 107 for the reverse. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful copy. Man, if it wasn't $80 a card to grade with PSA, I'd send these. Everywhere all the grading companies are so expensive now, man. I can't just send stuff. I miss it. I miss being able to send. When I first started grading, I could send cards for $6 a card. Would you believe that? Back in my day. DBZ E42 energy marker. Which one's that? I actually just sent, I had a PSA 10 copy of this one. I just sent to the DC Sports guys the consignment on eBay. I don't think I sold mine already. I don't remember. I think I just sent it in for eBay. Hey, so you should bid on mine once it's at auction. Or did you want the gold one? I only had the silver. Blaziken. R.S. Lucas has been a member for 23 months in a row. Said, how's everyone doing? 23 months in a row. That's crazy. One more month and they're in the one of the first people to hit the 2-year club. I think that's as long as I've had a membership. I think 23 months is about the longest possible. Kush, thanks so much for subbing over on Twitch. Appreciate you. 3 months. All right, Blaziken. This is number 5. Regular's $30. Looks good. Ooh, Togekiss. Number 11. Regular holo is 21. Hey Sean, how you doing? Dialga. Is this a different Dialga? Yeah, because we had Dialga level X earlier. Number 1. Is that number 1? Man. I am getting old. These little set numbers, man, I'm struggling. I'm like, where are my reading glasses? There it is. 4151. I'll be honest, stuff like that I round up a little bit. Because then someone's gonna ask for it for 40, I'll be like, okay. It's Elements EX. Is it dented? Oh, it's really creased. I just noticed it has a wicked crease. Right? Oh, there it is. Look at that monstrosity of a crease. And just a print, and this print line just right down the middle. Make sure that's called out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put damaged on this one. That's a pretty big crease. Dang, near mint's $205. What's a damage do for us here? $82. Fair enough. Oh, I gotta write damaged. DMG. We've got a pre-release Gabite. Trucker, how you doing? It's 420, my dudes. Has subscribed on Twitch. Thank you, brother. It's 420, my dudes. Nah, it's 1247, my guys. All right. Pre-release Gabite. The non-staff promo, so $30. How often are there graders at my show at the shows I do? I don't. Almost never. Like actual on-site grading, I don't think really. I don't know that I've seen that. I know there's been a CGC representative at the shows before. I don't know that he's doing on-site grading though. I think it's just drop off. Garchomp number 9. $40. Guys, if you haven't checked out the gaming channel, head on over to Koopa's Gaming on YouTube. I'm doing a hardcore Iron Man run through of Guild Wars Reforged. You guys should tune in sometime. Manaphy. 9. This one's mod play. Ooh. Near mint's only $17, so mod play is probably not going to be much. 13. Oh, I have 2 of those? Crazy. Doug Trio, what's up? Doug _ Trio. We've got a reverse Tropius, Dragon Frontiers. Popcorn said that's your favorite game. It's also, I think it's my favorite game of all time. If you've never played Guild Wars 1, chat, you should absolutely go play it. Tropius number 23. 20, oh, LP. Let's see. Reverse. LP. $22. Best option when doing shows is don't tell anyone and where there will be basically incognito. Yeah. The only issue is I just don't have the weekends. I'm traveling so much for shows. I've got to spend some weekends home. So it's like even the weekends I have off, I can't just go do a show because I'm spending time with my family. So it's just tough, right? It's a timing thing. I think it's something to think about going into next year. I don't have a set schedule for next year yet. And so I think it's just going to come down to how do I structure next year so that I'm able to do non-sponsored shows. Mod play, reverse power keepers. $20. Night Popcorn. We got a pre-release Porygon 2. How did I find the feedback on the recent? I think it was all. I think all the feedback was in line with where my head has been at. I think going through, having done, half of the year now, I started to feel as though the content was very meet and greet, right? And that's just how that's just how it's been, because the only way that Phil and I can maintain an at-show presence when people know we're going to be there is to have a separate space and a separate line, because if they just put us in the main hall, all of a sudden our lines just block vendors and it pisses everybody off, right? And so we lose that very natural, people just coming up to our tables, right? Because people have specifically come to wait in line to see us, as opposed to when we used to be able to vend, it was just us at a show and people would randomly come up, right? It's DJ Khaled suffering from success, right? So I think it's just going to come down to, I'm still going to do vending content. I'm still going to live stream it. I don't know how much edited content we'll continue to do because of the nature of it really is kind of very minor vending and mostly meet and greet stuff. We might pull a couple of shorts from it and then pivoting to do more content outside of vending, right? Which is a bigger effort because vending content's super easy to make. I literally just set up a tripod and film for 8 hours or more, and then we just cut it down. Now, obviously, the cutting down isn't easy. It takes a lot of time. Will can attest to that. When you're filtering through 16 to 20 hours of footage for a weekend, it's a lot of time to do that. But the actual creation of content, creating raw content, it's just putting up a tripod, right? And so the barrier to entry is non-existent. So I might actually have to put in some legwork and actually create content where I have to script things and come up with ideas and do that sort of stuff. So anyway, I thought the feedback was great. It's what I was looking for. I think I had something in my head, and it was good to hear other people kind of echo that same sentiment. All right, $22 on Porygon 2 pre-release. Maybe the channel needs a heel turn. Just start scamming kids instead. Just go on my evil Coop arc. Welcome to my villain arc. Porygon Z reverse. $13. God, the price sticker's fast. Pivot to sports cards. What's funny is I used to watch this guy. They went by Gin and Juice. Lootbox TV, I think is what their channel was called. I used to watch them all the time. They had tons of Pokemon stuff. And then they completely pivoted into sports. And I stopped watching because I didn't care about sports at all. No offense, do you think Phil has been gaining more views and more attention? Absolutely. Phil's great. I think his personality is phenomenal. I think he's very entertaining. I think he's very engaging. I think he's absolutely growing much faster. I mean, if you think about it, I hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube in August of last year. So we're coming up on a year since I hit 1 million subscribers, and I'm not even at 1.3 million yet. So I haven't even grown 300,000 in a year after growing to 1 million in less than a year. How long was it to grow to 1 million? If I took off in April, May, June, July, August, so 12. So I did 1 million. I did from 1,000 subscribers to 1 million in 16 months. Is that right? 2024, because it was April 2024. Then it was August 2025. I hit 1 million. Now we're about to get to August 2026. Yeah, I mean, now if you think about, like, there was this massive growth spurt I saw and then petered out, and I think Phil is going through that. I think he has seen just an astronomical growth spurt, which has been phenomenal. I mean, he's grown so fast. He's over 1 million on Instagram, over 1 million on TikTok. He's over 800,000 on YouTube. He's going to hit the trifecta, right? 1 million on those 3 platforms before I do. I'm only like 700,000 something on Instagram and TikTok. MP, $13. I think Phil's more fun to watch than I am. I think he's much more engaging and entertaining. He's much more extroverted than I am too. Alakazam. There's another Cookie Saito artwork, I believe. Coop to 10 million. Hey, maybe one day. All right, highly played. $23. Was my spurt shortly after 500 or after 1 million? No, I would say after I hit 1 million, my growth really stagnated. Really stagnated. I mean, I've only grown 275,000 subscribers on YouTube in a year. In almost a year, 11 months. Which I think, comparing to going up to 1 million, has been a pretty significant cool-off period. My growth on Instagram completely flatlined. If you look at my analytics on Instagram, I would gain 10,000 subscribers and lose 9,900 on Instagram. So it was basically, I was not growing and have not been growing on Instagram at all. I've been at like 700. I'm at like 730-ish now. but I was at 720, 721 for what felt like months. It's crazy. You never know. All right, Exploud. A damaged Exploud. EX. The thing is, like, subscriber and follower count doesn't translate anymore to views directly, because the algorithms just throw your stuff out into the wild. Gary Vaynerchuk, who some of you may or may not know, he talked about it a little bit. It's like he had a TikTok with, I'll make up a number. So let's say he had a TikTok with 2 million followers and released a short and it got 10,000 views. Then made a new TikTok channel and released a similar short but different and it got 1 million views. So it's like, what's the point of having 2 million followers if you're gonna get 10,000 views? You know? So, who knows? It's all behind the scenes stuff. Nobody knows the secret intricacies of the algorithms. Art of War. Start a random beef with Phil. Phil and I just get into a fist fight on a live stream. Could you imagine? The drama YouTubers would have a field day with it. Has Coop finally cracked? He's attacking other vendors. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the set number? 7. Who's Phil? Beard Dad. Beard Dad cards with a Z. LP. 45. Coop goes unhinged. Start charging for my autograph in person. Could you imagine? People would freak. I have had people come up to my table and ask how much a photo, they're like, how much is a photo and autograph? I was like, $0, guys. I'm not a voice actor. I'm not an actual celebrity. Of course, I don't even, do actual celebrities charge for autographs? I guess like if you go to like a big Comic-Con, that's kind of the thing, right? HP, $31. That seems crazy for an unlimited Haunter. Phil and Coop dance battle. I think I would lose. I have a feeling Phil's a really good dancer. Holland Adventurer reverse trainer. The thing is, like, it already costs, like, going to shows is expensive. Especially people who travel. Like, I've had people, when I went to Austin last year, I had people coming up from Mexico to come see me. Could you imagine traveling across country lines to meet someone? And then they're like, oh, by the way, I'm going to need $40 to sign that. I'm gonna need $50. Oh wait, it's a Funko Pop. I'm gonna need $75. Come on, chat. Now, I will say, there's I do have custom cards on my website that it's like a $5 upcharge if you want me to autograph, like sign it and stuff. Just because I have all of the cards like pre-packaged, not signed. And it just takes me a little extra work to like get the cards out and sign them and then reseal them and put them back in and stuff like that. So I will say if you buy a custom card on my website and have me sign it, it's $5 more than just the card by itself. But if you see me in person, I will not charge you any money for me to sign whatever you want. The other side of that is I can't realistically offer free autographs online because I cannot spend hours every single day just signing stuff to ship out. It's just not logistically feasible. It's just the unfortunate truth. All right, this guy's mod play, and he's only $12 as... near mint, so he's not gonna be worth much. $8. So I'm gonna ask Coop to sign my foot. I'll do it. I've signed calves. People have had me sign like body parts to go get tattooed. That's been crazy. Not sign, but like draw. Okay, so that was the stack of the Lipsel Vintage stuff. So now we gotta go through and reprice all my other stuff. Henry subbed over on Twitch for 19 months in a row. How you been? Happy 4th. I've been good, Henry. It's great to hear from you, man. I want a Will signature on my master set of Naruto. Nice. All right. I'm going to use the restroom real fast, and then I'll grab the other cards, and we will keep on keeping on. BRB. What am I answering? I just want to know how Coop feels about it. Feels about what? Do I remember Pogs? Of course. With the metal slammers? Heck yeah, I remember Pogs. There's all the signed stuff from the last show. I bring all that home with me so I can add it to my Koopa Troopa binders. Oh, that's not. Why'd I have this stuff? Was this too great? Oh, my Monkomon. You guys seen these from David? I don't know why I have all this stuff with me. Ugh. Alright, where's stuff in place? Alright, some of this isn't actually priced too, so I'm just gonna have to do this anyway. had to fill up. I think we ran out of top loaders, and we had to fill up like a deck box of stuff. Sean said, just got into One Piece, pulled the Gum Gum Giant Altar. Nice. That's a great one. So excited. Gonna send it to tag from our song. That's sweet. Alright. We've got Mega Lucario. I'm gonna guess like $18. $17.25. Pretty close. Pretty close. Got the Birthday Pikachu reprint. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Blanks Pikachu? Or is it actually called Birthday Pikachu? Pikachu 24. It is called Blanks Pikachu. $35. EVEX. $26. Love from another Virginia native. Originally from Virginia Beach. Nice. I've only done one show in Virginia Beach. It was a while ago. Charmander 044. $67. This card used to be like $10. It's crazy how much it's up. Absolutely crazy. Sleeping Eevee. I got a big pull as well. It was my back medical. Oh my gosh, Cheeto. Oh my goodness. Mega Kangaskhan. Is anyone excited about Pitch Black? It feels like a very skippable set. Of course, everyone's probably going to be like, oh, we're never going to find any. Which sucks. I hate that that's the case. It's so annoying that you can't just walk into stores and buy Pokemon cards. Heck, $60. Yeah, save money for 30th. Gosh, that's going to be even harder to find, isn't it? I do like the shows that are starting to ban modern sealed product. I think that's great. Have you guys seen that? Like shows that are basically saying we're going to be walking around and you're not allowed to be selling like stuff that's supposed to be on retail shelves. There's just too many times where a vendor, they literally just have like the Walmart sleeved boxes of blisters. And it's like, you obviously took this right off the shelf. And now you want to pay me 3 times. You want to charge me 3 times the price? Absolute potatoes. All right, this Dragon Ball card's still $200. Oh my gosh, it's almost 300. Holy moly. It's going up every single time I reprice it. This is the 3rd price sticker I put on this card. Yet no one ever buys it from me. All right, now we're just double checking prices here and like updating the price stickers, I guess. Charizard V-Star Rainbow. It's 81, so 80's fine. I just like all my stickers to be the same, even if it's the price, even if the price is right. Got a sealed Lucario. I don't know why this one has 25. It's a $15 card at best. Since it's sealed. I hope I didn't pay. I hope I didn't competent that. Because I would have paid a percentage. That's not. These are all like low value things. A couple of cheap ones like 2, 5. Lower end stuff. Oh, okay. $85 fairy energy. That's not going to sell. These are on the wrong side. Do I feel like I've been taken advantage of at shows? Like, I would say there's definitely people who have come to my table who have like said all the buzzwords to try to get chat to donate to them. I mean, I'm usually pretty good about like picking up the cues of someone who's being disingenuous. But there's definitely been people who have dropped a lot of buzzwords hoping chat would donate, I think. The best one, this was so funny. It was just so blatant. This kid comes up and he looked at a card and he's like, "Ooh, I really like that one. I hope chat's got me." He literally said, "I hope chat's got me." It was so funny. And then chat bought him the card. Because of course they did. Is Collector more reliable over TCG or price charting? It just pulls TCG market data in directly. So it's just more convenient than TCG Player. I never recommend price charting. All right, and then the Salamence. All right, next stack, or next handful of cards, I should say. Instead of trying to peel this, well, it depends on if the price has changed. I was gonna say, instead of peeling a sticker off, I'll just put another sticker on the side. Oh, this one's down. Wow, that looks. How awful are those 5s? That's just bad. I gotta rewrite that. All right, much better. Much better. Oh my goodness. Umbreon GX. Dang, up to almost 55. Crap, I gotta draw 5s again. Tinkaton. That kid was clip farming. He knew what he was doing. Good old clip farming. Canyon. So I'm getting a little congested here. Let me move some stuff around. All right, Volcanion EX. Kind of blurry. Do people get a discount if you can't read the price sticker? I mean, if I can't read it, we'll just have to make something up on the spot. Just have to pull a number out of our behinds. Mining Ho-Oh. No problem, MKS. This one's down a little bit. Anyone seen any good movies lately? I'm trying to think of the last movie I watched. I watched a few on the plane. Where were we going? The last show I went to, I think. Oh, it's when we went out to Irvine. I watched Frankenstein on Netflix, was pretty good. I watched Nobody 2. If you guys haven't seen Nobody, it's worth a watch. Obsession's a good movie. Yeah, I heard Obsession made a buttload of money. I'm not going to Car Party, no. $30. Waiting for the new Spider-Man movie. They're really milking Tom Holland, aren't they? They found their perfect Spider-Man. They won't let him go. Sean said, fun fact, I got to work on the marketing for the Netflix Frankenstein. Oh, I thought it was good. I thought the movie was good. I don't know if I saw any marketing for it, but the movie was good. They're doing what to Tom Holland? They're making him be Spider-Man for 100 years. Didn't you hear? Project Hail Mary, haven't seen that one yet. Go to. How did that work? That's about right. Base Venus. Base set 2 Venusaur. 18. Disclosure Day. I don't know if I've heard of that one. $100. Base set 2. 135. 120 is fine. The vintage stuff is kind of a little finicky. I think someone else commented that for vintage on collector, for vintage on anything, I mean, unless you're really comparing tons of eBay data, it's a pain in the butt to get vintage, right? This all stuff I've priced. $6 Pharaoh Seed. You think that price has changed? Probably not. How do I feel about people in the chat during your live stream talking about you not looking at the donations and reading the chat? I would say I'm at the shows for the people at the shows. And so they get to get my as undivided attention as possible. And I'm not going to rudely be like reading a computer screen while they're standing in front of me talking to me. As far as the donations go, this is something I've dealt with for years now. And I think when it first started happening where I was getting donations, the first thing that popped in my head is I don't necessarily want people to get to dictate my generosity. And so I've tried to treat the donations as just like a bucket of money that comes in on the stream that allows me to selectively be able to give back to the community as people come through the line. I think Phil really put it best when he was talking about, like, is it fair when, you know, a cute kid in an Eevee costume comes at the table and, you know, chat donates $200 and you know, you stand there like, oh, chat donated $200, like picking all this stuff. And then there's a kid, you know, an 11-year-old behind her, right? That's next in line. That may be a little awkward and may not be this cute little kid. And then they come up to the table and there's no donation. There's nothing for them. And so treating it more as like, hey, in the back of my mind, I know like there's likely donations coming through every once in a while. It makes it a lot easier for me just to be able to have natural interactions with people at the booth, and not constantly be trying to look at a screen and figuring out, okay, this person coming up, did they get a donation? Do they get something? And like, I don't know. It's just like awkward. I mean, all the people who are the loudest in chat aren't even the ones donating. The people who actually are the ones donating do not care. They know that it's going to go to a good cause. They know it's going to get passed on. And the loudest people are the ones that just want to cause issues and just want to be loud about it. So that's my 2 cents. If you want to donate, wonderful. It'll get passed on. It may not go to the exact person that's at my table at the time, but it'll get passed on. And if you want your money to go specifically to someone, then I'm not the right person to donate your money to. So, but I appreciate all the donations and the support that helps me continue to give back at shows. All right, Blood Moon Ursaluna. This is a cute card. With they're eating honey. There's little munchlax down there. $47. $50 is fine. Round it up. Iono. We're just making sure the price figures aren't like ridiculously off. I gotta be close enough. I was told to try Dragon Ball if Pokemon was too expensive. If you go to Dragon Ball Masters instead of Fusion World, I think Masters is much more affordable. Fusion World has gotten super popular and has been super hot recently with like all the energy markers and stuff. But I think Masters is a lot cheaper. I don't know for sure though. You really want that Reshiram? It's yours for $115. Can't spell, man. Mega Charizard EX. This is the non-secret rare version. Number 69. 283. All right, we got 280 on it. Mega Glade. Mega Scrafty. Just got added to Pokemon Champions. $72. We'll lower it down to 75. Do I ever pick up custom cards? I don't. I don't pick them up. I do have two. I don't know if I call them custom cards. It's real cards that an artist has drawn on. Moduos. I have two Moduo cards that I picked up, which are pretty cool. I like when an artist actually draws on like a real card versus like a custom created card. I say that, funny enough, and I have my own custom created cards that I sell as merch, but I haven't picked any up. No, I do have some from David Cho, who did like Choimon and Munkomon, which are really awesome. Those are hand-drawn by him and his kids and kids in his neighborhood and his dad. And for those that don't know, David Cho is the guy who designed, he's the one, if you heard the story about the person who did the Facebook logo in their office and took Facebook stock instead of taking like money at the time, like that was him. Bulbasaur. Sabrina Suggestion. I've had this card for a while. It's just been sitting. And it's even up. It's up to almost 185. So some of these cards, it's like, I doubt someone's going to buy this card for me at my booth. So I need to like go trade it to another vendor for just like raw singles that are like less expensive. Rue too. Thanks so much for the Prime on Twitch, by the way. All right, Articuno. I feel like I've sold so many of these Articunos. 25. Down a little bit. Dondozo. Do you ever feel like I've been misunderstood at times? I think everyone's a little misunderstood. There's nothing specific that comes to mind. Zoroark EX 55. And then Mega Diancie EX 70, 71. Close enough. All right, another stack down. All right, the next handful. I think I have a ton of these Mega Lopunnies. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. I only have 3. I think I thought I had more. All $20. Malamar. Mega Malamar just got added to Pokemon Champions. Wailord. Listen First Media said, comments on your recent video, but I feel like YouTube dropped you from my algorithm despite being subscribed for over the last 6 months. Yeah, again, as someone not super versed in how the algorithm works, which I don't think anyone is besides people who work at Google. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the algorithm loved me for a very long time. And maybe it's just done with me. It's cast me to the wayside. Koraidon. 25. Another one I've had just sitting for a while, Professor Oak. Dang, and it's almost $100. I think Will just picked up some custom One Piece cards recently. Japanese Trainer's not gonna sell. It's a cycle. I'll be the Algo's favorite again. Hey, maybe one day. Spiritomb. Coop forever. Why not 5 ever, Tootie? Rayquaza EX. I'm excited to try some new stuff, though. Like I said, I've been working on this, like, mini documentary with my brother for, like, the last 3 months. Hopefully we'll have something soon. I say that my part's done. He's the editor. He's the one doing all the work. I just did the voiceover and the script. He's having to pull the B-reel. Dang. Oh wait, that's Classic Collection. I need the OG one. There it is. Okay. 6 ever, 67 ever. Oh my gosh. Glitter says I'm still in their algorithm. Look at Latias. That looks good. Scissor. Thunder said, I'll be vending this week and hope to see you there. I'll be walking around on Friday. I always like to walk around Friday. Maybe we'll do some buying POV. Of course, I don't even know if I'm buying anything right now. Always got my eye out for a good deal, though. Dang, this is down to $5. No, I bought so many of these. I'm trying to sell for 10. Blastoise EX. It's from the deck, not the OG one. The non-tournament legal one. Keldeo EX. Currently addicted to One Piece, so thanks to you and Beer Dad for that. Hey, are you addicted to the show or the cards? I guess that's the real question. Or both. Kano Los Dos. PGI EX. What's the singular biggest price drop? I don't know, because I don't deal in like high-end stuff. And so I don't really keep up with like big dips from stuff like that. I mean, because cards like this might drop $5, right? Percentage-wise, that's big, but dollar-wise, it's not huge. Do I sell on eBay? I don't sell my own eBay anymore. If I sell stuff on eBay, I send it to the DC Sports consigners. They make it super easy. We got the Pheromosa Buzzwole. Pheromosa and the Alt-Art. $90. Monkey D. Luffy, King of the Pirates. Luffy the Monkey. Mega Frostlass. That one's down to 35. Hunter said, was trading and selling Pokemon your full-time job? I quit my corporate job a year ago. A year ago last month. And have been doing shows and content full-time for a year. Dang, Dragon's down to 50. Have I seen the Kagurabachi Union Arena cards? So sick looking, they remind me of Match. Honestly, all Union Arena cards are good. If there's an IP you like, there's probably a Union Arena set. Like, Bandai just is so good at making cards. Team Rockets, Murkrow. Next is Bulbasaur, Zoroark. Both great cards. Yeah, I've gotten more, for the One Piece side of things, I've gotten more into like serialized stuff. Informed Dialga. It's down to like 63. All right, and Dawn. Altart. Dang, down like. Yeah, a couple things are down. All right, then we've got this. All right, let's put this back in my case. Oh, yeah, I still have 6 to get to here. This is the last handful from my case, and then I've got this this box of cards I still got to go through. Charizard VMAX. Just down to 105. What episode of One Piece am I on? I'm on episode 390. I haven't watched as much in a while. I haven't watched in a while, to be honest. To be frank, or to be Frankie, there was so much yelling and screaming. I just needed a break. With a 16-month-old, I have plenty of that in real life, and I just didn't need more on my TV screen. So I had to take a breather. And that's the God-honest truth. Right at the time skip. Oh, I guess I need to keep going, right? Do I just need to keep going. I know. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna be bold. I think the two most annoying characters in One Piece are Chopper and Luffy. I know. It just is what it is. If we could make a show about Robin and Zoro, I think we'd have a great show on our hands. Coop, H2 Cold Stream is reposting your and Beardad's videos. I saw your comment on my YouTube. I searched H2 Cold Stream on YouTube. I didn't see anything. Why did something just start playing? H2 Cold Stream. This is all that came up. Are they reposting it on YouTube or somewhere else? Like, there's literally no results. We talking TikTok, we talking Facebook, we talking Instagram. Who knows? All right, Meowth EX. If I could spell Meowth right. I still spelled it wrong like twice in a row. There we go. Dang, down to 150. Oof. That means I'm losing money on this card. Rip. That's what happens when you don't do a show for a month. Oh, I've got 2 of them. Crap. How could I say that about your king? I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. What? Vans, are you serious? What did he post on Instagram? Ugh, I'm not. Hold on. A quick update for everyone who's been following along with our pregnancy journey. With broken hearts, we want to share that we have experienced a miscarriage. I want to thank you for all your love, prayers, and support. It has meant more to us than you know. Ugh. 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 That's awful. Ugh, I feel so bad for them. Poor Phil. Poor Mallory. Ugh. I can't imagine. That's awful. Oh my gosh. It hits so much harder as a parent. I mean, it hits hard regardless. It hits so much harder as a parent, though. I mean, going through a pregnancy and just like hoping everything's okay the whole time, and then to experience something like that, it's just, oh, it's heartbreaking. Ugh. Poor Phil. I gotta give him a call later. That's so sad. I know they were so excited too. I don't know. Again, I'll talk to him, but I don't know if they're what their plans look like now. Oh, I just have this pit in my chest now. Oh, how sad. Nanas said another vendor came to do a trade. Guys comped the card, 85% trade. You realized it wasn't in English. I've done that before. I mean, well, what's annoying is the vendor probably knew. He probably feels like he took advantage of you. But I've definitely bought a card I thought was English and it turned out not to be. We got to show recently had a Mihawk manga at a 9.5. Bulbasaur is going to be your big chase. Bulbasaur, I would definitely go Bulbasaur over the Mihawk manga. Also, 9.5's tough. 9.5's basically raw. That's tough. I mean, I'm not much of a Beckett grader. I've used it a little bit now, but it feels like 9.5s are tough to move and are basically just raw. Yeah, my vendor-to-vendor deals are usually just like, hey, no one's going to buy a card like this from me. Can you just give me the value of this card in like low and like $20 cards? So I have more inventory. Or I trade them slabs for raw stuff at 1-to-1 value. That's all I do with vendors. All right, it's more like 340. Celebi. Down a little bit. What about CGC Pristine? I like CGC Pristines. I like the labels. I don't collect them, to be honest. 56. I mean, it's tough. As a vendor, it's like, I don't really deal with slabs anymore, so it's not really, doesn't matter. But like, when it comes down to vending, it's like, you gotta have what people want. No one's coming to my booth looking for CGC or tag slabs. Not to say that those people don't exist. PSA is the most liquid, yes. 100%. Beckett's really good for, I would say, non-Pokemon stuff. Beckett's great for Dragon Ball, for One Piece. A lot of the Bandai stuff. A lot of the hyper-modern card games, because a lot of the quality is really good and everyone's just gambling on black labels. Kind of crazy that PSA is currently only accepting regular tier and above. $80 minimum cost. Wild. I mean, they had a backlog of like 14 million cards, though. Just kind of insane. Dang, Mega Huluch is way down. Am I going to play the Assassin's Creed remake? Probably not. I mean, maybe. I actually have never played an Assassin's Creed. If you would believe it. I'm going to type in the set. It's not popping up. BW45. I mean, PSA just kind of has like, I mean, they've been around for 20 plus years grading cards. So they have like the history. They have the volume. Like, they grade so many more cards than everyone else, so it's like they're everywhere. And they're what people ask for, or what people collect. I mean, people collect all kinds of stuff. But if you got to put money down, you might as well put it down on the brand that holds its value and has the highest resale potential, you know? If you don't care about reselling your cards and you just want them graded, send them wherever you want. I would say don't waste your money, but that's up to you. Ace is very regional to the UK, from what I understand. I don't know anyone outside of the UK that talks about Ace. That's the other thing. It's like you need something that's global, like has global appeal. That's another thing PSA has going for it. Oh, I got hosed on this one. This is down bad. Will, why'd you let me pick this one up? Where's the best place to sell low pop cards? eBay. If you have a low pop card, you have to auction it. I mean, there's just not enough sales data that anyone's going to want to be able to pay like some sort of bin. You just have to see what it'll go for. I don't know why I thought just typing Charizard would have this pop up. Mega Imbor. PSA labels are terrible. I mean, I wouldn't argue with that. They've been the same thing for 20 years, basically. You just kind of backed yourself into a corner, though, because it's like if you upgrade your labels, you get into this weird spot where it's like you have all these old labels out there, now you got these new labels, and so they kind of just stick to what they're known for. All right, I think that's all the ones I'd already priced a while back. Excuse me. That's the bench we did. All right, so I have this thing filled with cards. We ran out of top loaders. I don't... Oh, wait, is this the vintage collection we picked up? I think it is. Where's that Kabuto guy who, like, has all the first ed Kabutos? I've got one. Kabuto King, right? Who drove the price of this card up. I don't know if some of this first ed stuff is worth anything, but why not? All right, we got a first ed Psyduck. Hey, it's still $11. Which means someone will buy it for 10. We got some non-foil rares. I don't know if I put these out or not. We'll see. Oh, this is the one that has a price sticker on the actual card. Ugh. Toasted. Alright, we will do the non-foil evolutions though. Those will sell. Who's that? I saw that lady sold you a ton of vintage. Oh yeah. How much was it? How much did I think I paid her 4,000. Oh yeah, because we did it off stream because I'd already ended my stream. Yeah, I think I paid 4,000 for it. It's like what we're going through right now. It's like this stack of stuff, I think. It was not fun to price out. I mean, pricing out vintage like on the spot, oof. A whole collection's worth can be tough. All right, all these non-foil rares. Maybe like this. I mean, the Snorlax. Some of them I feel like are worth pricing and putting out. Some of them not so much. What would vintage art look like as full arts? Oh man, I don't know. I feel like it'd be really cool though. Oh, this one's creased. I just saw. There's like a crease in the bottom right corner. Right down there. Rip. I don't know, it's the right number. Oh, it's 28, not 18. Can't read the little numbers, chat. What do I think about Pitch Black? I was talking about that early on in the stream. I think it's skippable, to be honest. I don't know that I'm gonna seek it out necessarily. Hate to say it, but the other thing is I don't really collect modern, so really it just comes down to like vending modern stuff. But there wasn't anything I saw in Pitch Black that I was like, oh, that's really cool. Not even the Goldeen? I mean, the Goldeen's fine, I guess. I mean, if the set doesn't have a Steelix, what's the point, right? Right, chat? Mega Zeraora. Okay, that one, the Mega Zeraora actually is pretty cool. True. Theo, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate that. Chad, if you haven't used your Twitch Prime this month, come on over to twitch.tv/CoopsCollection. And maybe I typed .com for some reason. That one's not worth pricing. Low-key been bored with Pokemon. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but I've been much more excited to collect like One Piece and like non-Pokemon stuff. See that you live in North Carolina? I used to. I don't live in North Carolina anymore, but I lived in Charlotte for like 10 years. I'm in Virginia now. What a shadowless Squirtle. Will blood be drawn when the Deltarune Mega Rayquaza set comes out? Absolutely. The blood will run across the floors of Costco. I guarantee it. Can I hold $1? What are you going to do with that $1, Costello? Only if you promise to give it back. Oh, they were price stickers. The first combats will start over the 30th, yeah. People will be sharpening their little scalper knives. Will the 30th be printed heavily? Honestly, I don't know like what Pokemon Company's printing capacity even looks like. I mean, I think they take up most of the printing capacity within the United States. Like that is available. Gosh, I can't draw. And by draw, I mean write numbers. Holiday sets can be kind of weird. The thing is, no matter how much they print, like, it's gonna get scalped no matter what. It's so annoying. All right, is this all non-foils in this stack? Some of them are worth pricing out. All right, here's some foils. Here's some foils. Erica Trainer card. People lining up at Costco the day before Prismatic SPCs. They'll be there all weekend for the 30th. So cringe, dude. Dark Dugtrio. Have I ever confronted a scalper? No. I've never really, like, seen one in the wild. Even if I did, I'm so non-confrontational. Pepsi Gamer. I was at your show in Atlanta over Mother's Day weekend. They said it was via pay only. I drove from Alabama to get my custom cards here signed. Oh, send me an email. I'll send you signed copies. I got you. Just email me. Alright, Dark Dragonite. What's the condition? Juicy. It's actually really nice. $180. Joshy, thanks so much. Dark Golbat. I wish they had done, I wish when they brought the Team Rocket set back, they'd done more like dark Pokemon. I think that would have been cool to bring back. Dark Dragonite Legendary Collection. What about Legendary Collection Dark Dragonite? Did I look at the wrong one? No, that's the right one. This is just the reverse. This is the reverse foil one. Here's the foil Legendary Collection. Yeah, it's the sparkly reverse that makes it look blue. Dark Gyarados is $70? Unlimited? What? The light Pokemon are cool too. Yeah, I think this is the one issue with trying to price a vintage off of TCG Market. It's not always super great. Am I excited to come back to Texas? Yes. When we went to Austin, we had really good barbecue. And so I'm looking forward to doing that again. And I'm also excited about not being in a tent outside in the sweltering August heat like last year. You know what I'm saying? I have to get some more top loaders in a sec. I am probably not going to be wearing the cowboy hat. It's slightly too small and it hurts my head. Maybe that's all cowboy hats until you like break them in, but I just don't. I can't. But I'll give you a good yeehaw when I'm there. All right, let me grab some more top loaders. Will, did you get a cowboy hat? Will's gonna roll up with a one-piece hat. It's just a straw hat, cowboy hat with a red ribbon on it. Guarantee he would. So like you said, they just sold their collection off. You miss it? Did you have to sell it? Did you need the money? It's always a tough position to be in, you know? Rocket Snorlax. Let's try Snorlax. Dang, look at that. Just a regular Rocket Snorlax, unlimited, $57. Crazy. Do I miscollect Pokemon cards in 2020, 2021? 29, I would say before 2020, before COVID. Pre-COVID collecting was awesome. I remember doing a pack battle online with another guy who's doing YouTube videos at the time. And I just walked into a Target. We were doing Cosmic Eclipse. I walk into Target and it's just full. There's a whole aisle of Pokemon cards. It's just full of Cosmic Eclipse stuff. It's like, oh, I'll get a 3-pack blister and some single blisters and an ETB, and oh, how times have changed. The sleeping Pokemon tax. Very true. Yeah, the amount of people who's like, oh, I'm collecting Pokemon who are eating something, or I'm collecting Pokemon who are sleeping. Those cards get taxed, I guess. I think vintage is starting to spike quite a bit. This one might be LP, I'm not sure. Even better, 15 years ago, pulled a Gold Star Gyarados from a Target $2 pack. Ah, the good old days. Dang, Jolteon's was $100. Ran into a guy master setting Pokeballs. That's kind of cool. It's a nice little niche. I met one guy to show who was collecting only cards of Pokemon that were cameos in other cards. So he's doing like a Pokédex of cameos. It's kind of cool. I think that was at the New Orleans show. Do all the original 151 have full arts? No, I don't think so. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon I think still need them. Do I think the One Piece CG will end as bad as like Pokemon? You mean like Scalped? It already is. I mean, you can't really find One Piece on store shelves anymore either. I think anywhere people think money can be made will end poorly. That's the unfortunate reality of collectibles. And it really non-collectibles too, really just anything. Money tarnishes it. Just have to make sure these are all like in near mint condition, but it looks like they are. It's in great shape. Yes. Come on. Is it weird to say I like other Pokemon stuff outside of TCG? No. Like what? Like plushies and stuff? I mean, there's so much stuff. It's a huge franchise. Prefer the games. Yeah, the games are... I mean, I stuck with the games forever. Even when I fell out of the cards, I was still playing the games. Then I got back into the cards in 2018. And here we are. 8 years later. I don't see Dragon Ball in the wild anymore either. I mean, even before it got popular, I didn't see it as much. Yeah, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Pokemon are impossible to find. The only things I see when I go into like a Target or a Walmart are Magic, Lorcana, and sports stuff. Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Brain Rot. Wigglytuff. Yeah, as far as the games, I haven't really played any of the recent 3D ones. I mean, I've talked about it a lot, but Pokemon Champions has been a lot of fun. Mainly because that's just like competitive battling. Necro, thanks so much for this sub over on Twitch. 4 months. Appreciate you. And then Lynch, thank you for the prime. Do I think people will eventually move on from Pokemon? I mean, ever since COVID, I have not seen anything slowing down. I mean, sure, I feel like eventually, if there was another global recession, or a recession in the United States, I could absolutely see that happening. When the AI bubble pops, chat, I have a feeling we're going to be in for tough times, and people aren't going to be buying Pokemon cards. But you never know. Victory Bell. I mean, we saw it happen with sports a little bit. I mean, there's still very expensive sports stuff, but I mean, sports cards were getting scalped just as much as Pokemon during COVID, and now sports cards are all over the shelves. I hope one day that you'll be able to just walk in and buy packs for MSRP. I can't see how the hobby will continue to survive if it goes on for too long where it's like impossible to get stuff. Well, I say that, but it could very well be that it shifts away from opening cards and more to just like buying singles. You know? I continue to think that's why trading card shows have been so popular, because people can't just go open packs. So they go to shows and buy singles of the cards that they were hoping to pull, which honestly is economically a better thing to do anyway, since the odds are not in your favor of pulling the exact card you're hoping for. So just something to think about. But yeah, I hope I mean, Pokemon has bought out the distributor of their product in the US. I will be curious to see what that does long term. Keela donated $10, said, if Beer Dad isn't able to make the next show, use this for something he would do for someone, please. I know it's not much, but sending my love and praying for them. If you can please do the same, chat. Absolutely. I don't know if his schedule will change. But yeah, for anyone who didn't hear, Beer Dad's wife miscarried, which is very, very sad. After they found out they were pregnant, like 2 months ago. So very, 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 very sad. But thank you, Keela. Thank you very much. All right, there's that stack. Do I have any more to price? Let me see. I don't know if I do. Where are all the cards that we picked up from that big collection? Maybe I already priced them? So we bought that, oh, here's 2 cards. We bought a big vintage collection. We were able to put some in oh, I found them. I had a whole nother row I wasn't seeing in my case of all the vintage stuff. We've got a whole nother stack. Didn't Labubus die? Yeah, I think Labubus are dead. That was a flash in the pan if I've ever seen one. Badoo. Spelled it wrong. Badem. Cooper, are you buying currently? I have a collection of yes. Please email me your collector list. I always need inventory. All right, we got a First Ed Rocket. Well, it's not called Rocket Mail, but it's from the Rocket set. If you go to my website, cooperscollection.com, there's a Sell Me Cards tab. It basically just says, get collectors, put a collector portfolio together, and email it to me. Oh, it's only worth $4. I was thinking because it's Meowth and it's First Ed. Rip. That's fine. The Eevee, though, has got to be worth something. There we go. Almost $10. I've seen the blind box, what is it, dumplings or something? You guys seen those? That's all the rage right now. People love to gamble. Do I buy from the EU? Yeah. It's a little more expensive for shipping, but can make it work, I'm sure. They get them from Five Below. Man, I've got so much vintage stuff. The thing is, I put out an entire case of vintage at the New Orleans show, and I think I sold 3 cards. It's just not as popular, chat. At least not from the people who come to see me. Did I ever understand the love and hype for Laboos? I did not, but I'm sure people can say the same thing about us and Pokemon, to be honest. But no, I did not understand Labubu's. It's the periods. It's the dots. Keela. I think Streamlabs automatically thinks anything with a dot or a period in it like that is like a URL. It's a little iffy. Shadowless Coughing. That's kind of cool. Worth $8 whole. Not even. $7.36. It's all good. What about Keela? Shadows Eradicate. Everyone's favorite Pokemon. I will say no one has ever told me their favorite Pokemon is Rattata or Eradicate. Do I see Gundam TCGs being sold at card shops? Not really, but I haven't really looked out for them. I met a guy at a show who was trying to convince me that the Kardashians were buying Gundam TCG. I kind of just raised my eyebrow a little bit. If I was a toy collector, what toys would I collect? I always thought it'd be cool to collect like the Warhammer stuff. I know people are gonna cringe when I call them toys, but like the Warhammer models, like professionally painted, or professionally painted like Gundam models, I think would be pretty cool. I don't know if anyone would call those toys or not, though. How's my DBZ collection? I mean, I haven't really picked up too much stuff. I picked up a little bit of like the energy markers and stuff from the Fusion World, but it's been slow going. It's very passive. A little bit of Shadowless Ponyta. Dang, $3. Come on, it's Shadowless. Shadowless Onyx, probably not gonna be worth anything. Shadowless Vulpix, probably not. We'll see. $6. Warhammer has the same fan base as in if you don't know everything about it, then you're a LARPer. I need to like actually play it. I tried out Warhammer Rogue Trader, which is like a Baldur's Gate style of game. Man, the lore. I mean, the amount of text and stuff, just trying to figure like what. There's so much lore in Warhammer, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I think it's pretty cool, though. From the very little amount I know about Warhammer. What's it? How? Ooh, so I'm asked about Shadowless Finish. Okay, so in Pokemon cards, you have this drop shadow, right? This dark shadow on the border. While Shadowless cards don't have that drop shadow. And the unlimited Shadowless cards were printed in between first edition and unlimited for the base set only. There's only Shadowless base set. So this was the second print, quote unquote. I'm doing air quotes, you can't see me, of the original base set. It was first edition. First edition also is missing the drop shadow. First edition, Shadowless, which is unlimited Shadowless, and then unlimited, which is the normal cards with the drop shadow. Hope that helps. All right, come on. Promo. There's too many freaking Pikachu cards, chat. There it is. Do I have the original Charizard right now? No. I have a Japanese base set Charizard. Love the old WB promos. Here's the Mewtwo one. Top 3 countries in Asia I'd want to visit besides Japan. I don't even know. South Korea. The Philippines. And one more. I don't know. I've never thought about it, to be honest. Singapore. There we go. Did I say that already? No, I said Philippines, right? Top 3 favorite Pokemon cards? Oh, man. You're putting me on the spot. All right, I gotta say Mario Pikachu. The Verse Series Jasmine Steelix. And probably the card I posted today, the Mewtwo. My favorite alt art card. Where Mewtwo's in the tub, in the like the tube. North Korea, surely. Visit my boy Kim Jong-un. All right, first edition Hitmonlee non-foil. 22. Hey, still worth like 13 to 15 bucks. Take that as a win. I thought there would be a 1,000,000 sub special video of you showing your collection. I became hesitant to talk about or showcase my collection after all of like the robberies and break-ins started cropping up on YouTube, happening to people. So I just don't. I will occasionally post like single cards on my Instagram every once in a while, but I don't think a showcase would do me any favors, to be honest. Ooh, first ed non-foil Gengar. 20. Almost $100 the non-foil. That's crazy. All right, here's a big one. Foil Sabrina's Gengar. I gotta put this in a better top loader. This top loader's tough. Ooh, that's clean. Little smidge on the back, though. Do I miss visiting Japan? Yeah, I would love to go back to Japan. It was so fun. The food is great. The technology is, it's just cool to see like all the public transit and like the little robots that bring you your food at some restaurants. Like, it was a lot of fun. I'd love to go back. Of course, I went in August and it was brutally hot. I would not go back in the summertime. I need to go back when it's like fall. Oh, okay. So this is missing the symbol. This is a symbolless error, right? So you see how there's the jungle symbol here? Missing it. So I needed to do something with this one. They have no symbol listed. Less than the regular, I doubt that. So I'm gonna hold on to this one and figure out what I want to do with the symbolless. Why doesn't Scyther get any love? Because Scizor exists. Which is the unfortunate reality when it comes to Pokemon that have evolved. Pikachu being the one exception. I did eat sushi and ramen. We went to one of the sushi places that it comes out on like on the conveyor belts. Like you order on the screen and then it sends it out on this little train conveyor belt. And then we went to this really good ramen place in Shibuya. Yeah, I ate a lot of sushi. I love sushi. I do not have any Bubble Mews. Do I? I think I traded my Bubble Mew. I don't think I have any Bubble Mews anymore. I'm almost positive I do not. Yeah, you come to the Austin show? How much barbecue should I eat this weekend when I'm in Texas, chat? Chat, what are the best barbecue restaurants in Austin? Let me know. Man, I got so much vintage. Terry Black's. A big dog's gotta eat. You know it, chat. I'm trying to, like, not be able to walk because I've eaten so much barbecue. Sixth Street in Austin. I don't even know where I gotta look up where our venue is to see what's nearby. But that's the second time I've heard Terry Black's, I think. I'm not coming to Collecticon, Minnesota. No, I'm not doing any Collecticons because I have an exclusivity with Trading Card Con. Dark my champ. Yeah, I was saying that earlier too, Granola. I think when they announced the first at Dark Blastoise, when they announced the Rocket set, I thought they were gonna bring back Dark Pokemon, and then they didn't, which was a bit of a disappointment. But alas. Like, is this worth grading? It is so clean. Look at that foil, chat. How's the back? It's got like a little whitening here. You can't see it. It wouldn't be a 10. It's probably better to just sell it raw. Especially with the prices of grading right now. Someone will want it for their binder. Maybe. I don't know. Big Man Blastoise going for 420. Yeah, man, he blazes the competition. Even though he's a water type. Ooh, Dark Charizard. Foil. Dang, looks good. Too bad it's not first edition, too. It's funny, we've talked about doing like trying to do more vloggy sort of video when we travel, like going to quote unquote the best restaurant in whatever city we're in. Do some food reviews. How many Metagross cards I own? Actually, not that many, to be honest. Mickey, I am still here. I'm always here. We're getting close-ish to the end of my stack. The amount of times I've misspelled Meowth, unbelievable. A lot of the Black Star promos here. Ace Rose said they send me collecting. Yeah, if anyone wants to sell me cards, just email me your collector portfolio for me to look at. Kabutops. Always thought Kabutops was like the coolest looking Pokemon with the big sights on them. I know Scyther exists, but I thought Kabutops was so cool back in the day. I mean, he's still cool, but you know. Also, have any two cards ever looked so similar? Like, from a color perspective? It's like this, it is the same background. Same color Pokemon, it's just same everything. Ooh, Dragonite. The big boy. The hit of Fossil. Dang, really nice condition. Oh, Michael, that the Pokemon vendor POV in YouTube is so saturated that even the OF people are diving into it. I know, I know. Someone DM'd me on Instagram, I think, and was like, what's the deal with this? Why is adult entertainment getting involved in what truly is a card game meant for kids? I have not played Pokemon MMO. Or Poke MMO. How's the sports cards collecting going? Still just the one. Zay Flowers. I think Poliwrath's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. I don't know why nobody likes him in base set. Muck. Where are the Muck collectors at? I actually did run into someone who had a full binder full of these Muck cards. Am I selling any Munkomon cards? Not right now, no. I've traded a few of my duplicates. I haven't sold any, though. Because they were all gifted to me by David, so... I've just been trading duplicates right now for ones I don't have. Am I going to collect only Zayflower cards? I'm going to collect just the one Zayflower card I have that I bought years ago. And I think call it a day for my sports card collecting. Ooh, Gengar. Number 5. $200. Favorite Pokemon card of all time? That's such a tough question, man. I mean, the first thing that always pops in my head is the Mario Pikachu. I don't know why I love it so much. I just think the crossover is so cool that they did that. Okay, that's how you spell Ditto. Ditto. Not number 2. No, it's number 3. Have I ever had a Digimon inventory? I had some Japanese modern Digimon from like the first 2 sets. Actually, speak of the devil, I'll show you what I have because I still have them sitting on my counter. I have no idea what the prices would be now. These are... Hold on. Let me swap. Yeah, I picked these up a lot, like more than a year ago. Like, I don't even know. Yeah. So again, no idea. These are so outdated. These stickers are so old. But yeah, I was picking up a bunch of the, like the circuitry background ones. I thought those were really cool, but I bought these just from Japan directly, like off of Buyee or something, or one of the Japanese shops. Because I use Tenzo to set up a Japanese address so I can buy from online Japanese stores. But yeah, I had these. That's what's left. I sold some of them. I didn't really sell any at shows. I tried to, and then I think I ended up just putting them on eBay. You might need the top card. I think that's Lilithmon. Oh, I think that was Machine Dramon. You're talking about the one with the circuitry background? Yeah, probably the last time I saw Miggy was the last time I sold one. A lifetime ago. Will I ever be in Arizona for card trading? Yeah, I'll be in Phoenix. Phoenix later this year. Yeah, just go to coopscollection.com. I got my full schedule up there. Or type !schedule and a link will pop up. All right, couple more, and then we'll be finished up, priced, and ready to rumble for this weekend. A lot of vintage this weekend. I gotta mark up my Nidokings because people are gonna want to buy them so that Beard Dad will sign them. Shadowless Ninetales. Number 12. Do I wish more people would give me Totodile and Metagross? I mean, yeah, some more Metagross gifts would be cool. I've gotten a lot of Steelix gifts. Someone did bring me a 3D printed Metagross. I think that was my first and only Metagross gift? I don't remember. Do I buy lots at my booth? I try to buy as much as I can. But people who are coming to see me aren't always bringing stuff to sell. They might have stuff to trade. But yeah, I try to buy as much as I can because I don't get a chance to buy in between shows. And so I really have to try to stock up as best I can at shows. Which could be trading vendors, like bigger cards that I have for a bunch of small stuff. Or trading slabs that I have for raw stuff. You can't really buy from vendors because they don't want to sell at a discount because they've obviously bought at some sort of discount and need to sell at market to make money. So, and last but not least, we have a base set Charizard. Is base unlimited really up to $720? Is that true? Maybe I should grade this one. This is at least a PSA 7. It might be a PSA 8. Oh, why am I going to eBay? I can just click into it like this. PSA 8's 1,300. Let me think. PSA 9's 34. PSA 10's 30,000. Is it worth grading? If it got an 8, they would upcharge me to like 150 bucks. Then I have to sell the 8. It could be worth grading, but let's take a closer look at it, chat. Take a closer look. I used to grade every single base set Charizard I got, actually. It's pretty clean, chat. The back's a little iffy. You're not gonna be able to see it very well. It's probably an 8. It's probably an 8. Which would be twice as much as raw. What's a 7? See, if it gets a 7, it's a waste of money. I think I'm probably just going to try to sell it raw. I'm trying to sell it for $750. If it doesn't sell, I'll send it in. Now it's worth more because it has my fingerprints on it. I'll give it a little kiss. I'll go, it'll be worth $1 million. Hey, chat. $1,000,000 buckaroos. Man, I feel like I'm light on inventory still. Like, I don't even have like 2 full rows worth in my case. That's kind of tough. And this is just like cheap stuff. Oh well. Alright, well chat, we've done it. We've priced out all my cards. Looks like a grade 2, I'll give you a grade 3 price for it. Done deal, Miggy. Alright, that's what I got, chat. I appreciate hanging out while I priced out some cards. It's always more fun to do with you all instead of just doing it by myself. I will be in Austin, Texas this weekend. I'll be live on Saturday and Sunday. So I'll hopefully see y'all in the live streams. And appreciate everyone who watched my last long form and provided comments. It's helpful for me to understand that people are feeling kind of the same way about the vending content, in the sense of it does feel more like meat and greedy. It's not as natural. I mean, it's still natural, like it's naturally happening, but it's not naturally people coming up to my booth and there being these kind of sporadic interactions. So we'll see what we can do. Definitely have some ideas about non-vending content I'd love to try out. So hopefully I can create some stuff that you all would enjoy watching. But anyway, I'll see you guys live this weekend, and hopefully some of you in person in Austin, Tejas, and hopefully eat some good barbecue. So appreciate y'all, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Peace.